What's your story? What's your plan? Where you going to? Where do you stand? In this moment, take a chance. Feel the light shine down. Live your life out loud. You can dance. Hear the laughter in the air. Let your voice be heard. If you dare, take the high road to your dreams. Let the world see how life could be right now. Come with me. One step towards the edge. What will happen next? Every moment tells the story of our lives. What would happen if we tried? Could we spread our wings and learn to fly? And together we could see that the world is ours. We can shine like stars. We can dream. Oh, we can dream. Yeah, we can dream. Oh, we can dream. What's your story? What's your plan? Where you going to? Where do you stand?
Try it again.
Take a chance. Feel the light shine down. Live your life out loud. You can dance. Hear the laughter in the air. Let your voice be heard. If you dare, take the high road to your dreams. Let the world see how life could be right now. Come with me. One step towards the edge. What will happen next? Every moment tells the story of our lives. What would happen if we tried? Could we spread our wings and learn to fly? And together we could see What's your story? What's your plan? Where you going to? Where do you stand? In this moment, take a chance. Feel the light shine down. Live your life out loud. You can dance. Hear the laughter in the air. Let your voice be heard. If you dare, take the high road to your dreams. Let the world see how life could be right now. Come with me. One step towards the edge. What will happen next? Every moment tells the story of our lives. What would happen if we tried? Could we spread our wings and learn to fly? And together we could see that the world is ours. We can shine like stars. We can dream. Oh, we can dream. Yeah, we can dream. Oh, we can dream. What's your story? What's your plan? Where you going to? Where do you stand? In this moment, take a chance. Feel the light shine down. Live your life out loud. You can dance. Hear the laughter in the air. Let your voice be heard. If you dare, take the high road to your dreams. Let the world see how life could be right now. Come with me. One step towards the edge. What will happen next? Every moment tells the story of our lives. What would happen if we tried? Could we spread our wings and learn to fly? And together we could see
May I have, oh, no?
Can I have your attention, please? We are about to begin. I would like to thank everyone who has shown up to show their appreciation to the class of 2025.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare almost bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Sadie, for that beautiful rendition of our national anthem. About a round of applause, please. Good evening, everyone. Families, friends, community members, faculty, Superintendent Sirwa, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. Before I go any further, I want to take a moment to say what a personal honor this night is for me. The class of 2025 is the first graduating class I have the privilege of addressing as principal. But our journey didn't start here. I've known this class since they first walked into our halls as 7th graders. I was their dean of students back then, and I had the pleasure of speaking at their 8th grade promotion. That was back in 2021, way back. It was our first live promotion since the pandemic, which had robbed them of many of their middle school events and memories. But we were all just excited to get a sense of normalcy, and we felt hopeful once again. I remember telling them, in 4 short years, you'll be walking across that stage behind us to graduate high school. And I told them I can't wait to see you all that day. And here we are, folks. To have watched their growth over the years and now stand here as they prepare to graduate is both humbling and incredibly special to me and our faculty. I've really enjoyed this journey with you, and I just want to say thank you. Due to obvious circumstances, this class has always been a beacon of hope for me, so tonight I want to speak about hope. Hope is something we often seek for our future, especially in times feeling grim or when things seem despairing. But if you've been paying attention to the class of 2025, then you know what I know. The future is not something to fear, but it's something to look forward to. This group of young men and women gives me genuine hope for a better tomorrow, and I truly mean that. And if you're one of the critics or naysayers of this generation, what is it, Generation Z now? Is that where we're at? I challenge you to spend time with these students. Watch them, listen to them, talk to them, because what you'll find will surprise you, and it may even restore your faith in Generation Z. This class came into high school trailing the lingering effects of a global pandemic. They were scared, they were uncertain of the world they lived in, but midway through their journey, they did something remarkable. They tore off that veil of fear. They broke the shackles of anxiety. They tuned out the senseless noise of division and hate that had been hanging over them. They stopped waiting for the world to be less chaotic and decided to focus on their own future, on their terms, with courage, conviction, and clarity. This class chose not to retreat in fear. Instead, they rose above. When the weight of uncertainty pressed in, they pushed back. They stopped hiding from challenges. They ran toward them. They sharpened their focus, found their fire, and began to compete with themselves fiercely and with purpose. And they won. They won big time. And they're still winning. Over their 4 years of high school, they broke records in athletics, drama, academic achievement, school politics, and much more. They didn't just earn trophies and awards. They earned respect. This class has achieved milestones we've never seen before, like being the first graduating class with 88% completing at least one college course and earning 846 college credits. That's a serious head start, folks. They are also the first graduating class from CHS to have a president, 2 co-presidents, and vice president of the State Student Council Executive Board for the whole state. They have a classmate that will be attending the U.S. Military Academy at West Point in how many days? 3 weeks. So this class can pride itself on these historical accolades. Would you believe that they're even the first graduating class to have a food fight in the senior lounge? I didn't say they were perfect, okay? But they did make Mr. Shu's first year as Dean of Students pretty easy, which can't be said for all other classes, especially middle school. Right, Mr. Shu? But this class is not just going places. They're blazing trails. Where to, you may ask? Well, let me give you a few ideas. One student was accepted to both Naval and Air Force academies. Others have been accepted to highly selective post-secondary institutions, places where admission is earned through exceptional dedication and achievement. Among them, Bowdoin College, Duke University, and Paul Smith's College. Some have already earned their CDLs and are ready to transport lumber down the road or move freight across the country as early as tomorrow morning. Two of them have been sharing their musical talents by entertaining stages across Maine and in Canada, and they aspire to be professional artists, one of whom was the first in CHS history to win the All Festival Cast Acting Award for 4 years in a row. Several of them are off to nursing school, tech school. A few even plan to serve and protect their communities with hopes of becoming law enforcement officers, while another is planning to fight crime by going to school to be a forensic scientist. Others have already begun to run a business, a real business, not just ideas. And some have already begun investing in stocks and cryptocurrency and are barely 18 years old. And yes, some of them are leaving their historical mark on Warrior Nation from breaking school and state athletic records and will be competing at the collegiate level this fall. So I can't speak for all, but if our class of 2025 is any indication, there's every reason to be optimistic about our future. As I watched this class during their marching practice this week, it occurred to me that their remarkable excellence may, in part, be attributed to the fact that 67% of them are female. I do have to commend these young women. They've clearly had a positive influence on their male counterparts over the last 13 years. But all kidding aside, this class has shown us what's possible when people believe in each other, when a school, a community, and a group of students work together and refuse to give up. So to the class of 2025, thank you. Thank you for reminding us that hope isn't just a word, it's a way of living. Thank you for showing that character still counts, that empathy has power, and that the spirit of service is alive and well. Please know that you will always have a place in our hearts and in our Warrior family. Congratulations, class of 2025. We are endlessly proud of you. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Hallie Michaud. I am honored to be speaking to all of you. Today is the day my classmates and I have been waiting for. Everything we have worked for, every sacrifice and late night we spent doing homework was for this day. During our time here at Fort Camp Community High School, I know each and every one of us has been thinking about this moment since we entered the door on the first day of freshman year. It's a surreal moment, ethereal even. On behalf of the class of 2025, we cannot express enough gratitude we have for the people here today. Educators, staff, family, and friends, thank you for your support and guidance through everything we have endured. It feels like it happened in a blink of an eye. High school, especially senior year, was a whiplash for my classmates and I. I never imagined myself here. It seemed as though it was an impossible dream, something that wouldn't happen to us. We've been pasted together since the early days of kindergarten, up until where we find ourselves here today. No matter what club we are a part of, or who we spent our high school years with, we always had each other. All of us up here on stage today are moving on to a new journey. It's a goal we've been climbing to reach for 14 years. 14 years. 14 years of growth, revelations, love, despair, grief, and jubilation. As a class, the experiences we've went through have been ones of a lifetime. Every individual person's life has been unique from the next. We put our hearts and devote our entire lives to this very day. And now that I'm here, I need to be honest with myself. I am scared. I'm afraid. It's a terrifying feeling saying goodbye to the only place that I've known for my entire existence. This part of our lives is over, and many of us are moving on to college, the military, the workforce, or even taking some time off. No matter where our life has taken us, we're still closing the book to the first part of our lives, even though it's only the first part, the first chapter even. For all of us, this is all we know. This has been our entire life. The only truth that I know is that I can't be the only one who's afraid of what is yet to come. The world keeps on moving forward no matter how hard we try to stop it. Change, uncomfortable situations, and growth is a part of the human experience, and we must embrace it. Emily Bronte once said, "I have dreams in my life, dreams that have stayed with me ever after and changed my ideas. They have gone through and through me, like wine through water, and altered the color of my mind." Bronte illustrates the universal nature of the experience of humanity. Emily Bronte is completely correct in her view of the human existence. This is one of the many reasons why she's my favorite poet. We are driven by our dreams to do better and become a new version of ourselves. We are the ones who decide our motivation, beliefs, and passions. Classmates, it is your decision of what you'll make of yourself. To have dreams, passion, and most importantly, having heart. Fear is healthy. It is required for the human soul. I know for a fact our educated and extraordinary teachers have prepared us for this very moment. Ms. Fazin, thank you for having so much determination and drive for our class. You pushed us to become more stronger and more resilient versions of ourselves. Or Mr. Sivany, for radiating sunshine and always keeping a positive attitude with everyone around him. Mrs. Bouchard, for teaching us about the real world, and we all thank her for her compassion for her students. And Mr. Chenard, who actually made reading Romeo and Juliet fun. The best part of my day was always going to his class. Every moment we created here, relationship we built, and dream that blossomed this very building will forever remain in our hearts. No matter what, this is home. These are our roots. Classmates, everyone here today is here for each and every one of you. Whatever uncertainty we face, we can always fall back on each other. This town, our home. Even though people come and go in our lives, we never truly let go of those who have touched our hearts because they are forever embedded in there. If you ask me now, I would still tell you I'm terrified. Nothing will ever prepare us to leave home, to go to college, to make new friends, and start our future. No one can tell you how everything will play out. I wish I knew, but I really don't. Sometimes I forget that that's the beauty of life, having fear for the future. It's a natural occurrence for us. What we need to do with that fear is transform it into something else. There is no point in sitting back and watching life pass you by. Hold on and surpass your fears to reach your goals. I don't know what will happen in my life or anyone's life. What I can tell you is that the only way to ensure that life will get easier is to embrace life's imperfections as well as perfections. Cherishing those around you who love you and reaching out to new people when the opportunity passes. Appreciating the little moments along with the big to just live. Thank you.
Good evening.
administrators, our incredible faculty of teachers, supportive parents, cherished family and friends, and my fellow graduates. Standing here today, I am filled with immense gratitude and honor. This evening marks the end of a chapter of years of hard work, dedication, and shared experiences. It's a moment of celebration, reflection, and anticipation for what lies ahead. From our earliest days in school, many of us have been guilty of uttering the phrase, "I can't wait." I can't wait for summer break. I can't wait to be a senior, and I can't wait to graduate. We have all eagerly anticipated the next stage of our lives, often wishing away the present in excitement for the future. Today, I want to talk about the importance of appreciating the journey and living in the moment. Since the day we started school, we had 2025 on our minds. Now, 14 years later, the day we have dreamed of since we started this chapter is finally here and is coming to an end. We have all been guilty of wishing for the future to come faster. We've all had those days when time seemed to crawl by. Whether we wish to be 10 because we were in double digits, 13 because we were officially a teenager, or 16 because you could get your license, or 18 because you're an adult. Now we wish to go back in time when we had little worry and all we cared about was, whose team are you playing tonight? Time goes by quickly. There is no slowing down or changing the past. Benjamin Franklin once said, "Lost time is never found again." That's why we need to live in the moment, create the last of our memories together before we walk out of this building one last time. Throughout the years, we have all had to overcome many potholes and make difficult decisions, wishing for time to go by faster and for the minute and hour hand to hit 250, so our problems of fixing a test could be pushed back another day. There were days that time was as slow as the hand on a clock's face. Now, there is no other day. Today is the day. We get to decide what path we want to take, not what our parents or teachers want. It's up to us to decide how we are using our time and the speed we want to go to achieve our goals. Over the years, I've had a sticker on my laptop that says, "Life is a highway." I never really thought much about it until I realized it really is. Some of us will have a long, straight journey, some with a bumpy ride, or some will come up to a dead end where you wish you hadn't been speeding by all of your chapters in life, wishing you could go back and create memories you never wanted anything to do with. Even when things get challenging, think back to when you were little, taking your first steps. No matter how many times you fell, you always got back up and tried again. Be that same kid who never gave up. The kid who always had a positive attitude and strived to be the best they could be until they finally reached their goal. Throughout our journey on the highway, we have faced COVID-19. Our class became distant since we weren't able to see each other, as we wished that time never would have brought us to the point where we couldn't see each other for months and had to stay 6 feet apart when we were allowed back in this building. Only this time, time was in our favor. Our class grew stronger and came together. Every year, we showed up for pit stops that turned into lasting memories, such as Winter Carnival, Spirit Week, and even the truck parade. Through it all, we laughed, showed school spirit, and grew closer. These experiences shaped who we are. Now, today is the day to take everything you've accomplished and learned and to make a positive change in the world, just like the spirit we've shown throughout the years. It's up to us whether society changes for the better or worse. So don't waste time, live in the moment, because we are the change that will determine how society is for our kids one day. As this chapter comes to a close, let's reflect on the highway we all took to get us to this moment, where we get to achieve the goal we started 14 years ago. Think back on the memories, friendships made, and dreams nourished that made us who we are today. It wasn't always an easy ride. Along the way, we hit a few bumps, such as tough classes, late night study sessions, missing assignments, and moments where we weren't sure we'd pass. We may have had to recalculate our GPS more times than we would have liked. It was all worth it. That's life, and that's part of your destination. Although we cannot travel back in time to make changes, we still have a long road ahead. It's time for us to choose our lane, whether it's college, the military, or the workforce. It's a choice we get to make, not the teachers deciding which day to put the test on. We get to set the GPS. We get to sit in the driver's seat. We get to control how fast we want to go and which stops we want to make along the way. Life is a highway, and it's full of twists, turns, ups, and downs. Some of us may face a smooth ride, while others have to divert potholes, or some of us may have to take many detours. But just remember to not speed through the chapters we are given, and to appreciate every moment. Keep on looking forward and not in the rearview mirror. Remember, every wrong turn taught us something. Every speed bump made us stronger, and every mile brought us here. As we go into a world filled with uncertainty, just remember to always live in the moment and that time is precious. Though we have waited ages for this graduation date to get here, this is really just the beginning of our time to go out and pave our own paths. Become the dream you once dreamed about as a child and thought about constantly within these walls. So here's to the ride so far, the road waiting just beyond this exit, and the map we are about to create. Congratulations to the class of 2025.
Hello, friends and family, teachers and staff, and graduates. I would like to start by saying goodbye. Goodbye to freshman year nerves, junior year burnout, and senior year countdowns. Goodbye to random fire drills during quizzes and assemblies we prayed would cancel class. Goodbye to the thrill of hearing there's a sub today and the instant chaos that followed. Goodbye to the stressful cram studies minutes before entering Miss Mulcahy's math class, where we hoped 5 minutes of panic could make up for 5 days of procrastination. Goodbye to the spectacular feeling of hearing your parents say snow day at 6 a.m. or finding out it's walking tacos for lunch. And I would like to say goodbye to the teachers and staff that have guided us along the way, and goodbye to this building, the building that has brought us all together. Growing up, my mother always told me to learn a lot and be quiet in class. Only one of those things happened, and I think you can guess which one. You're correct, I learned a lot in school, but not just in academics. I learned how to be true to myself. Irish poet Oscar Wilde once said, "Be yourself, everyone else is already taken." And it took me a while to really understand just what that meant. It's gonna be tough for some folks in Fort Kent to hear this, but here it goes. I don't like soccer. I know, I said it. For years I tried to fit in, thinking if I played a sport everyone else loved, it would make me part of the crowd. But the more I tried to squeeze into the identity, the more I felt like forcing a puzzle piece into the wrong picture. People would ask me every year, "Are you playing soccer this season?" And every time I'd hesitate. As a people pleaser I am, saying no always felt like letting someone down. Day and night I wrestled with the decision, feeling the weight of expectations bearing down on me. But the moment I finally chose to be honest with myself, when I finally said no and meant it, it was like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. For the first time, I wasn't pretending. I wasn't chasing someone else's version of who I should be. I had found a little piece of freedom in just being me. So here's the thing. I may not like soccer, and that's okay. Because what I've learned is that being true to yourself is far more important than trying to meet the expectations of others. It's about finding your own path, even if it means going against the grain. And let me tell you, it was a good decision. So, goodbye, soccer. Another thing I learned in school is the importance of friends, true friends. I learned the value of not only having a good friend, but I witnessed the impact of being a good friend. Good friends are what got me through the crazy days. The days where their snacks were better than mine, and they shared. The days when I needed to borrow $1 to buy one of those fundraiser candy bars, and I'm sure I haven't paid half of you back. The days I borrowed sneakers, socks, dresses, and jackets because I forgot mine, or I just like theirs better. By the way, Rowan, I still have your socks. The days I needed a laugh after a setback in class, a listening ear when I was sad, and insight when I needed someone to bounce my ideas off of. But at times, I was a kid who sat alone in the bleachers, who didn't get invited to the birthday party. Those moments of feeling like I didn't belong haunted me throughout middle school. But these moments also sparked my empathy for others who sometimes felt the same way. One day I noticed a familiar face sitting alone at a lunch table, and I decided to join them. That simple choice to reach out was the beginning of a lasting friendship. Each of us at some point has sat alone at life's metaphorical lunch table. We all yearn for someone to extend a hand, to share a moment, and to understand. Through these experiences, I learned more than empathy. I learned the impact of human connection, of reaching out to those who feel lost in their solitude. Imagine a world where we all took the extra step, where we all reached out a hand to someone who sits alone. My dad once told me, to have a friend, you need to be a friend. And I think that's one of the most important lessons I'll take with me from high school. We don't always remember every test or assignment, but we remember how people make us feel. So thank you to the friends who made this journey unforgettable. And with that, goodbye to lonely lunch tables. Goodbye to the goodbyes. Now, I want to say hello. Hello to new beginnings, new friends, and new adventures. Hello to our futures. We're starting a brand new puzzle, one we've never seen before. We won't always know where each piece goes. Some will be tricky, and some will fall into place easily. But eventually, they will all fit. And the picture we create will be completely our own, and that's what makes it beautiful. So let's move forward with open hearts, ready for change, ready for challenge, and ready to grow. Let's be proud of where we've been and excited about where we're headed. We may not know exactly what's coming, but we know we won't face it alone. We're in this together, building our futures one step and one piece at a time. Congratulations, class of 2025. May each of us find the place where a puzzle piece fits. And may the picture we create be nothing short of extraordinary. One last thing to my class. No matter where your journey may take you, I hope when someone asks you where you're from, you say Fort Kent, a little town in northern Maine on the border of Canada. And I hope you feel proud of that. I know I am. Thank you.
Geez, I was busy crying down there. All right. Academic awards. It's my pleasure to announce the students who have achieved Latin Honors designation for the class of 2025. Students, as I call your name by the designation you have earned, please rise and remain standing while your designation is announced. Members of the audience, please hold your applause until all of the students of that designation have been announced. The following students have earned cum laude Latin honors status. They are in the top 21 to 40% of the class of 2025 academically and will be called alphabetically by their last names. Emerson Bois, Abigail Bouchy, Sadie Carnes, Aiden Connor, Abigail Gee, Corinne L'Italian, Fletcher Marquis, Taylor Michaud, Sylvie Morin, and Connor Voisin. Thank you. The following students have earned magna cum laude Latin honor status, and they are in the top 11 to 20% of the class of 2025 academically, and will be called alphabetically by their last names. Taylor Coulomb, Hallie Michaud, Madison Morneau, Lainey Pelletier, and Rowan Tangway. Thank you. The following students have earned summa cum laude Latin honor status, and they are in the top 10% of the class of 2025 academically, and will be called alphabetically by their last names as well. William Grange, Quinn Michaud, Lily Oliver, Elizabeth Roy, Isabel Rusnak, and Lily Workin. Thank you. Please, let's give one more round of applause for all of the Latin Honors recipients for their outstanding academic achievement and dedication.
Good evening. It gives me great pleasure to inform you that 75% of the class of 2025 will be furthering their education at a number of colleges and other institutions of higher learning, while 2 graduates will be proudly serving in our nation's military. Please rise when I call your name. Sawyer Dago. Will be enlisting in the United States Armed Forces. And Quinn Michaud. Will be attending the United States Military Academy, West Point. Thank you. We also want to recognize the graduates who are going to make an immediate impact in our community to join our workforce. Graduates, please rise as I call your names. Owen Delisle. Caitlin DeVoe. Mitchell Hafford. Nathan Levac. Evan Marquis. Catherine Morgan. Nathaniel Parody. And Rebecca St. Peter. Thank you. I have asked seniors to please share with the guidance department any outside scholarships they have earned. I would like to announce these knowing that it is possible I may not be aware of all outside awards. Now, in dealing with local awards, these scholarships being announced today are made possible through the generosity of school groups, community groups, business and fraternal organizations, trust funds, individual donors, and local industries. The criteria for the selection of these scholarships can vary from academic excellence, college majors, affiliation with fraternal organizations, and as well as financial need. Recipients, as I call your names, please stand while I read your scholarship awards. Members of the audience, please hold your applause until all of the awards are announced. Thank you. Jared Babin, Husson University Admissions Director's Scholarship. Abigail Barr, Northern Maine Community College State of Maine Tuition Award, Warman Scholarship. Jalissa Bosch, University of Maine at Fort Kent Bingo Silver Scholarship, University of Maine at Fort Kent Bingo Bonus Scholarship, University of Maine at Fort Kent Early Decision Scholarship. Emerson Wong, Husson University Provost Leadership Award Scholarship, the 2025 Ski Meister Scholarship, Dr. Jennifer Pinkham Memorial Scholarship, MSAD 27 Scholarship, Warman Scholarship, Twin River Paper Company Scholarship, Worthington Scholarship. Abigail Bushy, University of Maine at Fort Kent Bingo Gold Scholarship, University of Maine at Fort Kent Bingo Bonus Scholarship, University of Maine at Fort Kent Early Decision Scholarship, the National Technical Honor Society John Potet Scholarship, the Warman Scholarship, the Roy Senior Care Scholarship, Association Canada Américaine Scholarship, Northern Aroostook Educators Scholarship. Sadie Carnes, University of Southern Maine Dirigo Scholars Award, University of Southern Maine Residential Hall Scholarship, the Margaret Chase Smith Scholarship, the Richard Grindle Memorial Scholarship, the Acadia Federal Credit Union Scholarship. Allie Karen, University of Maine at Fort Kent Bingo Gold Scholarship, University of Maine at Fort Kent Bingo Bonus Scholarship, Maine Agri-Women Scholarship, Maine State Grange Scholarship, MSAD 27 Scholarship, Maine College Circle Scholarship, Worthington Scholarship. Dominic Karen, Northern Maine Community College State of Maine Tuition Award. Aiden Connor, University of Maine at Fort Kent Bingo Gold Scholarship, University of Maine at Fort Kent Bingo Bonus Scholarship, University of Maine at Fort Kent Early Decision Scholarship, Advantage University of University of Maine at Fort Kent Grant Scholarship, David A. Michaud Memorial Scholarship, Maine College Circle Scholarship. Taylor Coulomb, University of Maine at Fort Kent Bingo Gold Scholarship, University of Maine at Fort Kent Bingo Bonus Scholarship, University of Maine at Fort Kent Early Decision Scholarship, University of Maine Fort Kent and Rotary Club Scholarship, Fed Point Nursing Scholarship, Maine Clyde American Legion Post 133 Scholarship, Major Priscilla C. Staples Scholarship, Warman Scholarship, Northern Maine Medical Center Guild Scholarship, Dr. Nelson Medora Memorial Scholarship, the Sally A. Guyon RN Scholarship Fund, Maine College Circle Scholarship, Association Canada Américaine Scholarship Trust, Maine College Circle Scholarship, Worthington Scholarship. Caden Deshane, Eastern Maine Community College State of Maine Tuition Award, Melmac Career and Technical Education Scholarship. Carter Desjardins, University of Maine at Fort Kent Bingo Gold Scholarship, University of Maine at Fort Kent Bingo Bonus Scholarship, University of Maine at Fort Kent Early Decision Scholarship, Robert Cameron Jr. Memorial Scholarship, the Terry Carpenter Scholarship. Anna DeRoss. Thomas College Cum Laude Scholarship, Thomas College Grant Scholarship, Sir Ford Post 145 American Legion Legionnaire Scholarship of Frenchville, MSAD number 27 Scholarship, David A. Michaud Memorial Scholarship, Maine College Circle Scholarship, Worthington Scholarship. Layla Farino. University of Maine at Fort Kent Bingo Gold Scholarship, University of Maine at Fort Kent Bingo Bonus Scholarship, Warman Scholarship. William Range. Brigham Young University, Idaho 4-year Merit Scholarship, Maine College Circle Scholarship. Abigail Gee. University of Maine Inspire Maine Scholarship, University of Maine Commitment Scholarship, the Senator George J. Mitchell Scholarship, the West Bonnie Mitchell Scholarship, T&T Road Company Scholarship, the Gladys Gardner Memorial Scholarship, the Fayol Mary Hafford Memorial Scholarship, Ricker College Board of Trustees George and Annie Knox Scholarship, Worthington Scholarship. Tyler Jandro. Northern Maine Community College, State of Maine Tuition Award, Blue Collar Scholarship, Chad C. Dion Memorial Scholarship, Friends of St. Francis Scholarship, Embark Scholarship, American Legion Department of Maine District 17 Scholarship, Worthington Scholarship. Corinne L'Italian. University of Maine at Fort Kent Bingo Gold Scholarship, University of Maine at Fort Kent Bingo Bonus Scholarship, University of Maine at Fort Kent Early Decision Scholarship, University of Maine at Fort Kent and Rotary Club Scholarship, Fort Kent Columbia Scholarship, MSAD 27 Scholarship, Warman Scholarship, Twin River Paper Company Scholarship, Maine College Circle Scholarship, Worthington Scholarship. Liam Lozier. Northern Maine Community College State of Maine Tuition Award, Northern Maine Community College Presidential Scholarship, Chad C. Dion Memorial Scholarship, Frank and Edwidge Martin Memorial Scholarship. Evan Marquis. David A. Michaud Memorial Scholarship. Fletcher Marquis. University of Maine Commitment Scholarship, Felix J. and Rose Annie Michaud Scholarship, Billy Jalbert Memorial Scholarship, J.R. Boucher Memorial Scholarship, the 2025 Ski Meister Scholarship, the Kathy Pelletier Memorial Scholarship, Maine College Circle Scholarship, Worthington Scholarship, Northern Rustic Educators Scholarship. Kendall Martin. University of Maine at Fort Kent Bingo Gold Scholarship, University of Maine at Fort Kent Bingo Bonus Scholarship, University of Maine at Fort Kent Early Decision Scholarship, Advantage University of Maine Fort Kent Grant, John L. Martin Scholarship, T&T Road Company Scholarship, Adam R. Daigle Memorial Scholarship, MSAD 27 Scholarship, the Warman Scholarship, David A. Michaud Memorial Scholarship, Maine College Circle Scholarship, Worthington Scholarship. Hallie Michaud. University of Maine Commitment Scholarship, MSAD 27 Board of Directors Scholarship, Warman Scholarship, Maine College Circle Scholarship, Worthington Scholarship. Quinn Michaud. Billy Jalbert Memorial Scholarship, Jim Gramazon Memory Memorial Scholarship, Jim Ricker College Board of Trustees, George and Annie Knox Scholarship, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association Don Down Memorial Scholarship. Taylor Michaud. University of Southern Maine Dirigo Scholars Award, University of Southern Maine Residential Hall Scholarship, University of Southern Maine Racino Grant Scholarship, MSAD 27 Scholarship, Maine College Circle Scholarship, Worthington Scholarship. Sylvie Morin. Martin Klein American Post, Legion Post 133 Auxiliary Scholarship, Fort Kent Lions Memorial Scholarship in honor of lifetime members Owen Ron Haley and Mr. Joel Ford, the Chester Rich Scholarship, the Lucian and Marie Theriault Memorial Scholarship, Warman Scholarship, Austin James West Memorial Scholarship, North State Federal Credit Union Scholarship, the Fort Kent Legion Auxiliary Scholarship, a Rustic Dental Hygiene Scholarship, Morgan Pelletier Memorial Scholarship, Fort Kent Masonic Lodge number 209, Jenna Gilmet, Donald Charette Memorial Scholarship. Madison Morneau. University of Maine at Fort Kent, Bingo Bowl Scholarship, University of Maine at Fort Kent, Bingo Bonus Scholarship, University of Maine at Fort Kent, Early Decision Scholarship, University of Maine at Fort Kent and Rotary Club Scholarship, Anita L. Young Memorial Scholarship, Fort Kent Senior Citizen Scholarship, Ryan Patrick Bouchard Memorial Scholarship, Fort Kent Lions Memorial Scholarship in honor of lifetime members Owen Ron Haley and Mr. Joel Ford, Warman Scholarship, Maxine Guyon Page Family Scholarship, Peter Saucier Memorial Scholarship, Maine College Circle Scholarship, Ladies of St. Anne, St. John Vianney Parish Scholarship. Lily Oliver. Duke University Grant Scholarship, Duke University Engineering Government Dues Grant Scholarship, Duke University First Year's Registration Grant Scholarship, Martin Klein American Legion Post 133 Scholarship, Ashley Family Foundation Scholarship, Fort Kent Lions Memorial Scholarship in honor of lifetime members Owen Ron Haley and Mr. Joel Ford, Major Priscilla C. Staples Scholarship, Bricker College Board of Trustees George and Annie Knox Scholarship, the General Federation of Women's Club Maine Council for Elder Abuse Prevention Scholarship, Smart Susie American Legion Post 176 Ethan Townsend Memorial Scholarship, Acadia Federal Credit Union Scholarship, MSAD 27 Scholarship, Maine College Circle Scholarship. Avery Willette. Queen's University Arts and Science International Admissions Award Scholarship, Maine College Circle Scholarship. Lainey Pelletier. Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts Presidential Scholarship. Baraska Scholarship. Major Priscilla C. Staples Scholarship. MSAD 27 Scholarship. Twin Rivers Paper Company Scholarship. Maine College Circle Scholarship. Elizabeth Roy. University of Southern Maine President's Scholarship, University of Southern Maine Residence Hall Scholarship, University of Southern Maine Racino Grant Scholarship, Curtis Collins Memorial Scholarship, Le Club Français Bourse d'Excellence in Français, the Terry Carpenter Scholarship, Maine College Circle Scholarship, Maine Principals Association, Maine Municipal Association, Douglas M. Euclid Memorial Scholarship for Public Service, Worthington Scholarship. Isabel Resnick. Bowdoin College Scholarship, Ashley Family Foundation Scholarship, Le Club Français Bourse d'Excellence in Français, Major Priscilla C. Staples Scholarship, MSAD 27 Scholarship, Maine College Circle Scholarship, Worthington Scholarship. Cooper Saucier. Northern Maine Community College State of Maine Tuition Award, Roy R. Susie Memorial Scholarship, Gwyn Turner Memorial Scholarship, Lucian and Marie Theriot Memorial Scholarship. Harley St. Germain. Thomas College Cum Laude Scholarship, Maine College Circle Scholarship, Northern Aroostook Educators Scholarship. Renee St. Onge. Northern Maine Community College State of Maine Tuition Award, Jim Violet Memorial Scholarship, Warman Scholarship, Skills USA Scholarship. Isabel Steris. University of Maine Presque Isle Campus Housing Grant Scholarship. Elizabeth Summers. University of Maine Commitment Scholarship, Catherine Tardy Memorial Scholarship, Worthington Scholarship. Rowan Tangway. Paul Smith College Provost Merit Scholarship, Paul Smith College Legacy Scholarship, United States Biathlon Scholarship, Catholic Foundation of Maine, the Lila Grace Sullivan Emerald Scholarship, Billy Jalbert Memorial Scholarship, Fort Kent Columbiette Scholarship, Fort Kent Lions Memorial Scholarship in honor of lifetime members Owen Ron Haley and Mr. Joel Plord, MSAD 27 Scholarship, Tyler Graham Mason Melmac Scholarship, Maine College Circle Scholarship, North State Federal Credit Union Scholarship, Ladies of St. Anne, St. John Vianney Parish Scholarship. Connor Wazin. Northern Maine Community College State of Maine Tuition Award, Martin Klein American Legion Post 133 Scholarship, Robert Cameron Jr. Memorial Scholarship, J.R. Boucher Memorial Scholarship, Maine Blue Collar Scholarship, Clyde Russell Scholarship, the Associated General Contractors of Maine Scholarship, the Fort Kent Lions Memorial Scholarship in honor of lifetime members Owen Ron Haley and Mr. Joel Plord, Little Franciscans of Mary Scholarship, the Terry Carpenter Scholarship, Fort Kent Columbiette Scholarship. Akasha Walton. Kennebec Valley Community College State of Maine Tuition Award. Amari Weaver. University of Southern Maine Dirigo Scholars Award, Worthington Scholarship. Lily Workin. Husson University President's Academic Scholarship, Ewan Husson University Scholarship, Husson University Eagle Grant Scholarship, Husson University On-Campus Residential Grant Scholarship, Roland Labrie Memorial Scholarship, Adam R. Daigle Memorial Scholarship, American Legion Department of Maine Children and Youth Scholarship, Fort Kent Lions Memorial Scholarship in honor of lifetime members Owen Ron Haley and Mr. Joel Plord, the Jim Gremason Memorial Scholarship, Richard H. Pierce Memorial Scholarship, Warman Scholarship, Maine College Circle Scholarship, the Worthington Scholarship, the Aroostook League Athletic Scholarship, the Eric Workin Memorial Scholarship. The total amount of awards being announced today is $1,361,997. Would all scholarship recipients stand at this time, again, to be recognized? When we add the total amount of awards from the scholarships and the total amount of the money saved from taking early college courses, the grand total is $1,581,957. Simply amazing. It It takes a village to make their dreams come true, and I'm so thankful for our village. Thank you. All the best to the class of 2025.
Good evening. These learners of the class of 2025 have successfully completed the course of study as prescribed by MSAD number 27 for graduation from Fort Kent Community High School and are therefore awarded these diplomas on this 6th day of June, 2025. Fletcher Joseph Marquis. Dominic Richard Karen. Caden Johan Deshae. Quinn Ellis Michaud. Rowan Dominique Tangway. Lily Drew Oliver. Madison Ava Morneau. Hallie Jace Michaud. Connor Paul Vazin. Cooper J. Sosiak. Tyler Roderick Jandro. Sawyer James Daigle. Akasha Moon Walton. Amari Marie Weaver. Taylor May Michaud. Isabel Isabel Rebecca Rusnak. Liam Louis Lozier. Nathaniel Keith Parody. Carter Donald Desjardins. Jared River Babin. Julissa Ann Bosch. Rebecca Ann St. Peter. Allie Brooke Karen. Abigail Marie Gee. Mitchell Todd Hafford. William Edward Grange. Owen Rex Goliath. Aiden Robert Connor. Abigail Joy Bushi. Isabel Ann Steris. Elizabeth Delaney Roy. Taylor Ray Coulomb. Nathan Robert Levac. Evan Dustin Marquis. Sadie Elizabeth Carnes. Kendall Olivia Martin. Catherine Renee Morgan. Elizabeth Ann Summers. Harley Rose St. Germain. Layla May Farino. Anna Belle Durost. Avery Lorraine Willette. Renee Marianne St. Onge. Lainey Ray Pelletier. Abigail Faith Bard. Caitlin Marie DeVoe. Emerson Kate Bois. Sylvie Lenora Marie Morin. Corinne Elizabeth L'Italian. Lily Janine Working. On behalf of our entire staff and community, congratulations, Fort Kent Community High School Class of 2025. You have officially graduated.
Listen, everyone, time will come when all of us say goodbye. Feel that aching in your heart, believing you've broken inside. But we're never really gone, as long as there's a memory in your mind. So now go do the best things in life. Take a bite of this world while you can. Make the most of the rest of your life. Make a ride of this world while you can. Take the ones you love and hold me close, because there is little time. And don't let it break your heart. You know it feels hopeless sometimes, but we're never really gone, as long as there's a memory in your mind. So now go do the best things in life. Take a bite of this world while you can. Make the most of the rest of your life. Make a ride of this world while you can. And
What's your plan? Where you going to? Where do you stand? In this moment, take a chance. Feel the light shine down. Live your life out loud. You can dance. Hear the laughter in the air. Let your voice be heard. If you dare, take the high road to your dreams. Let the world see how life could be right now. Come with me. One step towards the edge. What will happen next? Every moment tells the story of our lives. What would happen if we tried? Could we spread our wings and learn to fly? And together we could see that the world is ours. We can shine like stars. We can dream. Oh, we can dream. Yeah, we can dream. Oh, we can dream. What's your story? What's your plan? Where you going to? Where do you stand? In this moment, take a chance. Feel the light shine down. Live your life out loud. You can dance. Hear the laughter in the air. Let your voice be heard. If you dare, take the high road to your dreams. Let the world see how life could be right now. Come with me. One step towards the edge. What will happen next? Every moment tells the story of our lives. What would happen if we tried? Could we spread our wings